Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be bringing you guys along. I'm going to be running our Linton plant, which is in Linton, Portland area, the Northwest, and it's 3:50 in the morning, 30 degrees. The regular plant operator is at our Albany Training Center. He's going to be down there for the next 3 days, so I got to be running this for 3 days. So I'll see you guys when I get there. Well, I made it here. I'll take you guys in, show you around the office a little bit. So this is our office. It's a 40-foot containers that they made in office. They just put two together to make one office. So this is the batch room here. Turn the light on so you guys can see. So yeah, this is going to be my office here for the next 3 days. It's been a while since I batched at this plant. So I got to come out here and get everything closed up. It's been 20-some degrees. So I just got to run out here, make sure everything's closed up here. Hopefully I remember how to close everything up. Someone was out here already closing the loader operator's already out here. So we got to plug this in here so we can get the cold water primed up. Oh, wrong hose. So get this in here. There we go. So that's our water tank there, and then the water goes down through here, but we have to prime the line because it can't go up the hill, and then it's got to go all the way down to the pump. So I need to get into this hose. Sorry, it's hard to do it with one hand here. There, that way you can get this turned on. So when he turns the water on, it'll start priming this line here. And then it looks like all these are already closed. Those are all closed. And it looks like everything's closed. So I'm gonna go back in the office, get my computers turned on, see what I got for the day. I know I was looking at it yesterday, the schedule, and there's 100 yards of fiber. So I gotta go get the Connex open for that. Get the fiber out, because it goes over there where that conveyor belt is. So I gotta get my keys here, get the air compressor going here real quick. I gotta take off this lock here. Oh, right, okay. So we gotta make sure this is closed. Got it going. Okay. Alright, air is going. Now we'll go ahead and go in and get everything running. All right, batch computer. that one's going. Come over here and get this one going. These ones here. Radio's on. I'm gonna turn the radio on. Big radio. You guys see the screen? Wait for everything to boot up here. Okay, so this is our schedule guide. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the first one is going to be fiber. It's white, this one's gray, so I don't know if you guys can see it on camera. Gotta finish over here, get this one going. Verify. Alright, I got into my verify. This is the slump stuff for the trucks. It needs to be on Linton. There we go. Alright. Now I'm gonna go and get the fiber ready. Hey! Hey!
Can you take a look at the boiler when you're there?
Yeah.
Just make sure I open all the...
Okay, is there... Nothing's on yet, right? The water's not on yet?
Yeah, I think...
Okay. Oh god, I think it's snag it. Hey. Blogging. I got a blog. Okay, the boiler.
I opened up the...
So,
we had
these
it all
ones?
winterized.
Okay.
You know? I opened up this one.
Okay, I think that's the only one that needs to be opened up.
Not that one. Or this one.
Oh yeah, this needs to be opened up. Because this one goes through the filter,
right,
and then back up through, and then, yeah, should be ready.
Not that though?
Nope, that one's the drain. So. All right, I'm gonna go get this fiber ready.
Fiber?
Fiber, yeah, 100 yards of fiber.
Oh my god.
So that's our Chemco, a boiler, what gets our hot water. So have to get that going. Hey. So I'll come out here, this Connex out here, get the fiber. So it's going to be green fibers, which is 150s. Okay, get this turned on. So it's going to be the green boxes here. So I'm going to go ahead and take a couple boxes out because it's going to be probably one bag per yard, 10-yard loads. So I'll grab a couple of those boxes and get them out of here. All right, I got my 3 boxes out here for now. And I'm going to run out here to the Candy King so I can get the air out of the Candy King, because if you don't, it'll blow back at you. So let's see, which one is this? So this one here. Let some water out of that real quick. Get the air out of it, because if you don't, the candy cane will just fucking come right out of you, out of the truck or wherever, and hit you in the face. So get the air out of that. Alright, probably good there. Alright, go back in the office here. See how much time I have to load. Let's see. Got 24 minutes. So let's get this back up. Alright. Alright, let's see if the spray wire works here. Alright, perfect. It's working. Alright, let's see if we get some hot water. So it's going up, it goes by pounds instead of gallons now. So that's gonna be our hot water. We got to discharge the scale. So it opens up the water scale up there, dumps it out. So we got hot water there. Gonna weigh up some more here. Probably not hot yet, but take a minute. Looks like everything's good to go. Alright, they took care of our first truck. Oh, let's see. Let's do a -2 trim. Make sure everything is in there that we need to get in there. And 10 yards, okay. So this is saying green fiber, extra product. Okay, if we did that. Yeah, looks like everything's going in that needs to go in. So it looks like the rock is going in. Alright. Looks like everything went in. All this went in. Load. Alright. Water's dumping.
Load truck.
So this is the water's dumping.
Was it P-Rock or 1 inch?
Just regular 1 inch. Alright, the belt's going. Alright, looks like everything's going in. So okay, perfect. So everything's still going in good. So hope you guys don't mind hanging out with me in the office today. So this is what we're going to be doing all day. Loading trucks, taking care of drivers, taking care of the plant. So yeah, that's what I do when I have to fill in for somebody, which I don't mind. So it's always a good thing. The power just went in, as you guys heard the vibrator going off. And so like I said, this is our schedule. This here, so this is a Verify system here. The trucks have Verify, so before they used to be able to go up to the slump rack, adjust their load there, and well, this system here, the way it works is it's got all the driver code, the initial slump, initial target. So when they get everything going that they need to do, I'm still new at this because I'm not quite sure how it all works, but it'll tell you what the slump was under the plant, and it'll say the slump after they leave, so that way we can kind of adjust the water as we need. But like I said, I'm still new at this. I haven't really, this is like probably my second or third time doing this, and it looks like it's not working because usually the ticket will be up here. So yeah, I don't know, it may not be set up for me because I'm not really doing this full time. I just do it every once in a while. So So this told me it just finished. So this load is done, and I'll get a hold of the driver and see how much water I need to add. Try to get it as close to slump as possible, because I got to go all the way up to Richfield, which is a 40-minute drive from here. Alright, so the next truck is pulling around. We're gonna go out and put fiber on his load. So we'll come back out here to the belt. So it's a 10-yard load, so I'm gonna put 10 bags of this fiber on this belt here. Let's see. Alright, there's a 10. Alright, let me go spot him real quick. Alright, looks like he's good. Alright, now I'm gonna go. Okay. Turn it off. I'm gonna go back in, get him started. Hey! Okay. Let's add a little more water. I'll do 1.5. See what that is. Spray bar. Alright, 1.5. Add a little more water. Alright, that's saying fiber.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Where's Kevin?
He's at his training for the next 3 days, so.
Oh.
I'm here. Everything's weighing up. Fit. Okay. Get her going. That way you guys can watch everything that's going on.
Load truck.
Alright, there goes the ag. So they went to this wade water system rather than gallons, and it takes a little over a minute more to load a truck. So before it used to be like about 3 minutes, now it's 4.5 minutes, 4 minutes 30 seconds to load. When the ag reaches about 13,000 pounds, the cement should open up. Actually, it looks like it's already opened up because it's dropping. So it's like 16,000 pounds. And we're loading at about 220 pounds a second. And then the cement's only 60 pounds a second because you want it to go in fairly slow, so it'll create batch balls. The theory of it is you want the cement and the ag going, try to end at the same time. That's the theory anyway, but it's there. Okay, it stopped for a few seconds, so I got like 6,000 pounds to go. That's up here. This is the ad mix that's going in. It's a super. Super is like a plasticizer, which means you don't need that much water. So if you're at a 3-inch slump and we add that much super in it, you're gonna gain like 3 inches of slump. So it could be like a 6-inch slump or so. So yeah, that one's all done.
Loading complete.
So it looks like we're really slow today, 125 yards. Then I'll go tomorrow. Looks like we only have like 30 yards. Hopefully that goes up, because it kind of sucks for being so slow this week. And then, you know, this is Thursday's 84 yards. So I don't know, hopefully things will change. So hopefully we can get a little busier. But if not, I got plenty of stuff to do on the plant. I'll show you guys that when we get done today. So I just got a bulker in with powder. So this is his ticket right here. So what we did, oh, I already did it. You just go over here, you right click, you do inventory receipts, and you put in the quantity, the ticket number, the hauler, which is the company, and then their truck number, and then hit the green check mark, and then it comes up is 62 tons over here. So I had like 30 tons, or maybe a little less than 30 tons. So after I put that in, it gave me 62 tons that I have in there now. And these are the other 2 powders that we got in there. And the other, so we got 3 silos. These are the different cement and the slag, and this is a different kind of cement. So you guys know what my job duties are when I'm sitting here. And I take care of everything. Alright, well, we're almost done. We've only got one load, plus a couple cleanups. And yeah, so call in the cleanups and do the other ones. I'm gonna go outside, show you guys what I do while I'm kind of sitting around, because I hate sitting around. So we're just gonna go out here, hose down the plant. So like all this stuff right here, the ramp we hose off, and then the slab we just kind of hose off. That's what these hoses are for. Kind of open them up, start hosing everything off to the side that way, and then on the other side, bring it around here. We just hose everything off here, and then all this stuff right here we just hose off back over there. Kind of make it look nice again. And just hose all this, and hose all that. Those 3 little cells over there, that's what we hose everything into. And we take the skid steer and we clean out each of the cells, take it out in the back, and dump it in the berm. There's a berm back there. So let me go ahead and start hosing all this off. We are all done for today. As you guys can see, everything is in black. So I just started getting my computer shut down. I got that one shut down. I got my key up there shut off. Take you guys out to the boiler so we can get that shut down. We're not going to drain anything tonight because it's supposed to be cold. Coldest is going to get like 40 degrees. So I left a little bit of material in the plant. It's not going to freeze, and it's just so we don't have to worry about draining all of our water. So I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek on what's going to be on the next video. The maintenance I got to get done. So see this cement pipe going up? This one here, it goes up and it goes right along and goes in on the side of the silo. So they put that in a couple years ago. The one pipe that we've been using that goes in the silo is this one. It goes in and then it goes up in the middle, and then there's a hose that looks like this. It's all rubber. It's got cam locks on each side. So when the bulker gets done blowing off, they can't roll the hose up because it's got a lot of air in the hose. So what we came up with yesterday is the plant only had 30 tons of powder in it. So I got up on top. I'll take you guys up on top. There's a square hatch up there, and we're trying to figure out why there's air in the hose when there shouldn't be any air in there whatsoever. So I popped the hatch. We had a bulker come in yesterday. I got up there I was looking in the hatch, and when he blew air, we just had to blow air on top of the hose in there, because this would be the bottom of the silo, and then you got to have a rubber hose for the extension, and right at the top there's a huge hole in the hose. So when powder gets blowed in there and they quit, all that powder, all that loose powder is going back down in the hose, if that makes sense. So for the longest time they were trying to figure out why the bulkers can't roll the hose up. So that's why they put that other pipe in. Instead of trying to figure out what the problem was, they just went, spent the money and put a new pipe in, rather than crawling in and then putting a new hose. It's only like probably 5 feet. The hose is probably 5 feet tall. So it would cost them more money to have someone come in safely, because you got to have all this safety equipment to get down in the silo. So they did that. So we're gonna crawl up on top, and I'll show you why we went back to this hose here rather than that side. So let me take you guys up. Okay, this is the top of the silo. This is that square hatch I was talking about. We took off, and you can look down in the silo. So here's the pipe that comes straight in, and it goes in here. The problem we're having is this is a bend indicator. That tells the silo when it's full. So when it's full, it's got a long rod about 2 feet from the top. This one here is a low light. It's like 8 feet. And then this is the highlight. So when the highlight gets about 2 feet up, it shuts off a little paddle in there. And it gives a signal down the bottom where the highlight is, and it gets a buzzer. So what the problem is, when they put this pipe in, they went straight in. So what's happening is it's blowing, because it comes in about 2 feet, and it's blowing right in on this. And this is the fourth one that we'd been through. That's why we quit using this and went back to the other one. So what I'm gonna have to do, we're gonna take this off. I made a plate for this to block this off. So we're gonna have to have an electrician come in and unhook the wire. So instead of putting a 90 on at the end of the pipe, they just put it straight through. And we've already had a rod break off and go down into the auger, froze up the auger, so it couldn't. There's 2 augers. It got wound up in there between the housing and the auger itself. So I gotta put a plate on that one. I'm gonna come over here, right in here somewhere, same spot, and I'm gonna cut a hole out and put a new flange with that bend indicator to keep that from happening. But we do have these. These are somewhat new. They've only been here just a little while. They're Zonar. It helps keep track of the powder too, but we like to have that one because it gets the highlight. Sorry, I'm out of breath climbing up these stairs. I mean, that's a long ways down from the bottom. But that's a sneak peek on the next video. I'm not quite sure when I'm going to do it. Depend on the rain. So if it don't rain tomorrow, I might do it tomorrow. If not, then I'll have to wait and do it another time. So that's going to end today's video. Like, subscribe, comment, and I enjoy your guys' comments. I like looking at them, trying to comment back. So until then, we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.